Welcome back everyone. In this lecture, I want to teach you how to create fake ID cards. Now, have you ever wondered how a ID card looks? So that's the main question. No one knows how a ID card is going to look. Like, what's the difference between a genuine or a fake ID card? Sometimes you might need to become and show you as the authority in maybe in some social engineering pen test, and maybe you might need some ID cards to go ahead and break a security guard's entrance maybe. So in those cases, an ID card is really important. Now what I want to go ahead and use is a online Photoshop type tool, which is my favorite, which is pixlr.com/editor. So pixlr.com/editor. Now in Kali Linux, I have seen that it is asking me for Flash to install. So you can just click here and it will take you to this Flash page. Here it will ask you to select your distribution. Now I'm going to select this one, the zip format, so the tar format. Now let me click on download and let me download this zip. So it's here. Let's just open the file. Maybe we don't really need that. So it's about to download here. Yeah, so it has been downloaded. It's now opened. And what we want to do is we want to install this thing. So to install Flash, there are some commands. Now I don't remember that, so let's go ahead and find them on internet. Install Flash and Kali Linux. So here is the post which I was reading maybe before. So we have the zip file here. Let me create a new folder, or let me just extract this. Let me create a new folder first. So I just created a folder called Flash, and let me add all these things to this folder. So extraction completed, right? And now I'll just go ahead and close this up. So let's just see this thing. So now we have some commands here. I believe I forgot the commands exactly. So we need to paste this thing. Yeah, here it is. So we need to copy this Flash in the Mozilla plugins folder, which is in user library. So this is the path. So let me just directly copy this thing and paste this thing. Open in terminal. So what you want to do is you want to copy this thing. So this is the file libflashplay.so. You want to copy this. So cp libflash.so. Then the location is going to be -user -lib-mozilla plugins, and there is also a readme maybe that will also contains these same commands. So there I don't find the commands. So this is a simple command. You can just go ahead and type it from this video only. So let's copy this. That's done. Now there is one more. We need to copy this user folder, I believe. So where is the user? Yeah, here is the command for that. So I am already logged in as root, so I don't need the root privileges basically. Now we have the terminals here. I don't need. So let me paste this up. Now what we are doing is we are going to recursive copy this user folder and whatever inside is in this user folder to our user. So it is cp-r usr, and then there is a slash. The slash is important, and then we have -user. So just press enter and clear the screen. Now that's all. You just install Flash. You basically don't need this. You can delete that. And let's go ahead and close the browser and try again. So I just closed the browser here. Now I have a custom Firefox installed here. You can even use the Firefox ESR. So I'm just going to show you that on ESR as well it works, but the new version of Firefox also let it works. So on both of these it is going to work. So let me visit the page again. Yeah, you can just see it is now working. Let me open this thing in the new Firefox, and this should work in that as well. The new Firefox. We have pixel editor, and it should work now as well in this one. So it is asking me to activate. Let me click here in the new version, and let me just click on allow now. So here it is working as well. Now here you can just go ahead and check their library for some ID card images maybe, but let's just use some images from Google. So I'm going to use google.com, or let me even find it on pixels.com. This is a website which provides free stock images, which I actually use in most of my projects. So ID card, okay, that's almost not going to work. We have is identity card, almost nothing here. So I didn't find any ID card image on Pixels. And let me also check on Pixab API XABAY. So this is a website which also provides high quality images for free. And ID card. Oh, here we have some, but maybe they are not going to work. Actually, they are not going to work here because they really does look fake here. One is from Shutterstock. You can actually purchase it. It's a really professional one. You can edit all of these contents to get a really professional ID. But let's use some images from. So for this time, I'm going to use this image. Right? You can just go ahead and cut this image from here if you want. And it's also not gonna work. It's a really fake one. It doesn't looks good. So wait for a second. I was not able to get any image from free websites. You might want to get some from Shutterstock and maybe, but I'm just going to use some Google here, ID card image and free. Shutterstock, ICANN, photos. These are basically paid one. Okay, we even have the Canva here. So Canva is a service that allow you to make anything online basically. So yeah, actually we can even use Canva instead of this Pixar if you want. Pixar is a something like Photoshop kind of tool. Now we have some photographs here. I believe they are paid. I don't know if they are paid or free. Yeah, these are for premium users. So let me use this one. Now this is free license with attribution. So I would just say that I don't have any rights basically with this image. I'm just using it for the educational purposes here. So it should start automatically. Just in there. Let me save this thing. Canva as well. Let's see what we can do. It'll ask me to log in basically. So I'm going to log in through Google. Where is the Google account? Here it has also downloaded. So let's see if we can use this one. Here we have the basically we have the ESP version, but here we also have this one. So we can actually use this one if you want to. Going to extract this one, this image. You can actually use the ESP version, but that will require you to have software, special software. I forget which is the ESP extension. I really forget that. I'll just extract this image, but I'll use the image version. We don't need these tabs. Let me close them. So actually you can even use the canva.com, then you can use the ID maker, and here you will get some really great IDs here. So I just click on that, and now you can edit this thing. Like this is just a text drag and drop, so you can do anything out here. You can edit all of these. Now there are a lot of business cards and IDs which you might want to use maybe, but the best way which I like is to get some scanned photograph of a real ID and just open that from my computer, that photograph, desktop, just open that photograph. Now this is a demo photograph, but let's assume this is a real photograph. What will happen in that case? So what we can do is, first of all, you would like to crop the image to the most you can. Okay, like you can remove all of this background when you will print this ID, and you can cut this background and you can laminate this ID, so that works. Now here you have this, like this is a, okay, let me make it full screen. Okay, this is working, I don't know why. Yeah, so here we are. Now you have got a, like it's like a layout, so you can just go ahead and use a tool here. You can just go ahead and copy this area, Control C, Control V, you will get the area, and you can drag that thing on this name to hide this name. So it's really simple in these cases. You can actually just fill this up, and as soon as you fill that up, you can just go ahead and use a text tool, maybe the same color. So I'll just use the color picker here to get the same color. I just got that. I'm not sure about the text, which text is being used, but really does not makes a lot big difference. And let me just add here as the EHMC securities maybe, and I'll just increase the text size here. Okay, which text am I using? I'll just go with the Arial bold, because Arial is really common. I don't see Arial installed in Kali Linux, so you can actually go ahead and install fonts to get them in this tool as well. So as soon as you install a font, that will also get you right here. I'll choose the style as bold in the center, and I'll just press OK. And yeah, so now I can just drag and drop this thing. Okay, I can just take the arrow here and I can drag and drop this thing here. So now we have the BHMC securities, right? Let me just deselect everything. So I'll magic wand tool, I'll right click and I'll click on deselect all. Right, now we have got this BHMC securities. Now we can even just fill these all details, and we can add a photograph here, and that should look almost like a real ID. What you can do is you can go to a printer shop, or you can just get the printout on a photo paper, or there are Teflon sheets there which will make it something like PVC card, or you can even use a PVC printer to print it in a PVC material which comes like in your credit card or debit cards. That same material is the PVC one. You can just print it, and you might want to purchase a holder, and you can then just go ahead and add everything to the holder. I'll even add a live demo of this thing. So I'll make a card, I'll get it printed, and I'll show it to all of you guys how it can even work in real life. So I'll get a ID card made from myself. So I'll show you guys in that thing. So that is how we rename everything. It's just a simple copy and paste, but it works really great. So I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you for watching.